Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. I'm going to go through a fair bit of this article, perhaps not everything. It is fairly long and there's a couple of different cases that it covers, but one in particular, there's a link in the description. Going to give a trigger warning. This is pretty gruesome. So this involves severe physical injury to a lady, and we're going to read through the full details. It's in regards to a dog attack, an incredibly severe dog attack, and there are details in regards to the horrific injuries that this lady has suffered. A South Carolina mom of 3 had both arms amputated to the shoulder, lost part of her colon, and is fighting for her life after she was attacked by 3 pit bulls on Monday. Kyleen Waltman, 38 years of age. There she is. There's the owner of the dogs. But there's Kyleen. Kyleen Waltman, 38 years of age, was mauled by the 3 pit bulls when she was walking home on Ball Road, a dirt and gravel path lined with trees. She was walking home around 10:30 a.m. on Monday in Hernia Path, about 80 miles northwest of Columbia. She was walking home from her boyfriend's house to her mama's, and as far as I know, the dogs just jumped on her. And you can actually see in the road, if you go down there, where she fought the dog, trying to fight them off. And that was a quote from Kyleen's best friend, Tanya Gilmer. Avery Presley, who was driving his tractor to feed his cows down the road, saw Kyleen Waltman under attack in a ditch and was able to scare the dogs away by firing his gun into the air. Severely injured Kyleen Waltman was then airlifted to Prisma Health Greenville Hospital. Here's a quote from that neighbor who scared the dogs away. "I ain't no hero. I still feel guilty about not getting there earlier. I always carry a gun for safety." And I'm just going to say, I'm sorry, Avery. You know, you can be considered a hero. You stopped the attack. You did what you did. You were there at the moment that you were there. You reacted fast. You did the right thing. You fired your gun. It worked. Avery, don't feel bad that you weren't there sooner. You're not in control of these kind of things. You did the exact right thing as soon as you were able to. As of Saturday, Kyleen is in stable condition, her family has said. 2 days after the attack, the dog owner, Justin Minor, was arrested and charged with 3 counts of owning a dangerous animal that attacked and injured a human. Okay, so we'll have a look at the owner of the dogs, Justin Minor. So he's been arrested and charged with 3 counts of owning a dangerous animal that attacked and injured a human, as well as other charges, but I believe that one to be the most significant. The owning of a dangerous animal charge carries a penalty of $5,000 or a sentence of 3 years in prison. He was released on a $15,000 bond and will reappear on May the 6th. It wasn't immediately clear why Minor's dogs were on the street. It is unclear whether the dogs will be put down. I mean, I would think that's a given. I would put them down immediately. By the way, I'm a dog lover. But I'm not a pit bull dog lover. Sorry, I'm not. I'm scared of pit bulls. I'm scared of those types of dogs. So I'm not an expert with different dog breeds, but those types of dogs, which I believe, as what I've read, and may not be correct, but I've read that they do have violent genes within them. That it isn't just down to the dog ownership, the owners of the dogs for these particular breeds. I've seen one picture. I'm sorry to get too graphic, but I've seen one picture, one internet posting, which may or may not be true. Could be a doctored picture or such, but of a litter of pit bulls and some of them have killed 3 pit bulls within the litter, and they had completely eaten the whole pit bull other than the pit bull's heads. I'm sorry for being so graphic. I've seen that on the internet. It may not be true. It could be completely fabricated. But that's what people are saying. The people are saying, look, I bred these pit bulls. Here's a litter I had. Three of the pit bulls were killed by the other dogs, the other members of the same litter, and they ate the dogs, even though there was plenty of food available. You know, I don't know what to believe, but at this point in time, I believe that pit bulls and perhaps other breeds of dogs need to be banned, need to be ended. Kyleen has undergone several surgeries and is scheduled for more, according to a GoFundMe set up for her medical care. She might also need her esophagus removed. Here is the GoFundMe. I'm going to make sure there's a link in the description. I don't really know what's going on with the goal there, 123 million. I don't know what's going on there. But I'm going to say, thankfully, she's raised just under $100,000. I'm going to say, this isn't about money. Don't get me wrong, this isn't about money. But I'm going to say that she deserves that. High level of donations would be my interpretation. She deserves that. I guess she's going to need it. She's going to need ongoing medical care for the rest of her life, sorry to say. If it wasn't for the passerby, my sister wouldn't be here, said Kyleen's sister. By that time, they wouldn't even tell who she was. So the sister is saying that the dogs would have probably, pardon my French, pardon my graphicness, but the sister is saying that, the sister is saying that she feels that the dogs would have eaten every last bit of Kyleen, would have ripped her face off. And just it would have been more horrific had it not be for that farmer. Was it a farmer? That shot his gun, which subsequently scared the dogs away. Avery Presley. He was driving his tractor, so I guess he's a farmer. He did save her life. So, Avery, sorry buddy, you are a hero. Her torture would have been worse if it weren't for you and your quick actions. Okay. So, Gilmer, I believe this is one of the witnesses. I could have that wrong, but I believe one of the witnesses said that the dogs pretty much ripped all of the meat from Kyleen's arms, and that she now has a hole in the back of her head. I'm still in shock of it. The pictures of her tore my heart to pieces, but regardless, she's still the same beautiful Kyleen to me, said Gilmer, who has been friends with Kyleen for 3 decades. She'll always be the same beautiful Kyleen to me. And there's an horrific picture, and we can only imagine that the situation is worse than what we see on the picture there. It's bad enough as it is, but Gilmer, Kyleen's friend, said that Walter, who is also that Kyleen, who is a grandmother of one, will be in the hospital for at least 3 to 4 months, followed by a long period of rehabilitation. So I'm going to wrap things up at this point. The article does go into further details, quite a bit of further details. It does mention that the family, the friends, do fear for Kyleen's mental state. Apparently, from what my understanding of having read through this article, Kyleen is extremely proud, and she won't want to be alive if she's in a somewhat helpless, disabled condition. So her family fear that she will give up on life. So I'm going to wrap things up here. Again, there's a link in the description. Such a tragedy. Why aren't the dogs why haven't they been put down immediately? The owner of the dogs needs to be heavily investigated, heavily scrutinized. Having said that, and I might be hypocritical here, you may disagree with me on this point, but having said that, I really don't know what I'm talking about, but I wonder how true it is that pit bulls and perhaps some other similar breeds, very similar. I don't think there's a very broad range of types of breeds that suffer the same issue. I think there's only 2 or 3, but pit bulls, perhaps they do have within their DNA, within their genes, I don't know what I'm talking about, but within them, they do have this capacity to kill, to be extremely violent and to not stop. I'm seeing these articles multiple times a week, seemingly at least once a week. There's cases of dogs killing or severely maiming children and adults, and it's not only pit bulls, but they are far and away the worst culprit as far as I can tell. Now, if you're a pit bull lover, then we're probably just going to have to agree to disagree. If you want to try to educate me or anyone else that watches this video or such, feel free to place a comment. Be respectful, of course. I'm trying to be respectful. So if you are a pit bull lover, then offer your side of the story. But honestly, from my point of view, as a layman who doesn't know too much about this, but has read multiple articles about these kinds of attacks by dogs, mostly from pit bulls, and has seen things on the internet suggesting that pit bulls and perhaps other breeds are innately murderous, innately violent. I've lost my train of thought, but yeah, if you want to correct me on that, please do in a respectful manner. But I'll wrap things up here. Condolences to the victim here. Is horrific, absolutely horrific. It's comforting to see that she has family, she has friends that are still going to love and support her. And I hope that's enough for her. I hope that's enough. I hope that she is able to, I don't know what the words would be, but accept the suffering that has been bestowed upon her. Accept that she is going to need rehabilitation and assistance from others. I hope she's able to come to terms with it mentally, emotionally. I hope she's able to continue with life. I hope that she's able to continue to be happy, to enjoy her family. And I can see a real possibility that ability, that will to carry on with life, I can see that being removed. I believe, the fears that the family and the friends have. Yeah, I can see that how such devastating injuries could strip away one's will to live. And that's a pretty dark thought to have. I hope and pray that isn't the case. I hope Kyleen comes through this. I know that her family and her friends are going to be there for her. And I'm very pleased to see that she has had a very strong response to the GoFundMe. Some very big donations. So that's encouraging to see. So I'll wrap things up here. If you do like this type of content, this type of topic, if you enjoy may not be the right word, but if you feel some value in this video, if you've listened this far, thank you very much. But if you see some value, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I may be starting a membership soon once I'm entitled to do that. And I'm going to try to make multiple videos every day with this kind of topic. Sometimes I make the videos quick and easy. I don't really discuss them. Recently, seemingly, I have been throwing my 2 cents in, my waffling nonsense in. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, but we'll see how we go. But I am trying to make multiple videos every day, and also it looks like there's a bit of a community developing here. That's my feeling, and I really want to try to encourage that and foster that as much as possible. So please do like, comment, subscribe, watch a few of my videos. If we start doing live streams, please join in, and I'll thank you for your time.